Hi friends, it's Heather and I thought I would show you today how to open up like your layer window, your brushes window, and other windows if they don't show up whenever you open up your GIMP image. You just go up to the windows here and you left click, go to dockable dialogues, and this will show you all the different windows that are available that you can have open while you're working on your images. So if you want to see your brushes, you just click on brushes, left click, and your brushes will show up and you can move them where you like. You can go back up here and you can find the layers and that will show up. And another thing is you can usually go to like the recently closed docs and find what you were looking for and just click on it and it'll pop up. So here's like my layer channels and path, and that's a really big box. I don't normally keep that open unless I'm doing something specific, so I'm going to close that. But so that's where your layers box and your brushes box are. So that should answer any questions about how to find those because they're just kind of hidden up here under Windows. All right, I'm going to move my brushes out of the way so you can see. I have a collage sheet from Gecko Gals, and it's the frames. It's one of my favorites. And I'm going to show you how to select just one of these images and put it on a page so that when you print out something, you're just printing out one and not like the whole page, unless you want all of them and you want them in the original size that they came. So first I'll go to my layers box and I'm going to left click on layers, layer menu, new layer. My new layer box will or window will open. I'm going to keep it the same size as the original image that she sent, and I'm going to keep it as a transparency layer. Click OK, and now I have a new transparent layer. I'm going to go to my background and select that. So whichever area is blue here um, means that you're working on that layer. So I have my background layer highlighted. And I'm just going to use my rectangular select tool. I could use the oval tool, although it wouldn't work that good. It would bring a whole bunch of extra things in. Or I could use my free select tool in order to select this frame that I want to use here. But since it's a nice rectangle, I'm just going to use the rectangle or square select tool. Okay, so I have now selected that. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to right click and I'm going to edit and go to copy. And I'm going to go to the new layer and highlight it. And I'm going to right click, edit, and paste. Now if I turn off this eye, you'll see that I just had the one little frame that I want. And you'll see that it's a floating selection. So I can go over to my move tool and I can easily move it to the center of my screen. I'm also going to change the size of it using the scale tool, and I just click on that and you'll see these little boxes and that lets you know that you're ready to scale. And I'm going to bring this up here. I'm going to change it to percent, and you'll notice that I have it locked. This is unlocked, which means if I change the width, only the width will change and not the height. But since I want them to be to change together, so they're actually scaled together, I'm going to go ahead and lock it. So I only have to change one. I'm going to click 3 times, left click 3 times, or hit Control A will select, this whole area and turn it blue. I'm going to make it 200% and hit my scale button. Just wait for it to scale. Alright, and I'm going to use my move key and I'm going to move it back to the center here. Alright, now I'm going to take my fuzzy select tool, that tool we all love so much. Actually, first I'm going to go back over here and I am going to anchor this layer. So now it's actually all good to go. And I'm going to also save it, and I'm going to save as, and I'm going to bring this down, frame 1, and I'm going to change it to an XCF file. That way it'll save all my layers. Oh, I apparently have used this already, so I'll cancel that and change my name here. I'll make it frame 11 XCF. There we go. Save. It'll take it a minute. Okay, so now I'm good. Alright, I have my fuzzy select tool, and if I left click on the center, that's going to highlight all this white area. and I can hit, or I can go right click, edit, and cut, and it'll disappear. And if I really didn't want it to, I can go back and undo the cut. And if I wanted to, I can select none. And so now nothing is selected. Um, but I'm going to go ahead and select this by left clicking. And now I'm going to hold down my shift key. And you'll see that little plus just showed up. So that means I have another area that I'd like to add to this that I want to get rid of. And I click on the white area there. So now I have both the white areas, and if there were any other areas I wanted to select, I would just hit the shift key and you'll see the little plus sign, and all those areas will be selected. So I can just easily go edit, cut, and then all those areas will disappear. Alright, now I'm going to grab the select, and I'm going to select none. And it's interesting because I must have got a little bit of the frame above, so I'm going to use my eraser tool, and I'll use my zoom in tool here, magnifying glass, so you can see, and go back to my eraser tool, and I'm going to erase a little bit. And I just wanted to show you another way to know what should be erased, or an easy way to erase your background by, little nubs so you know that you got them all. I'm just going to use my fuzzy select tool, fuzzy select the background, the transparent background, and you'll see these little areas with the little like floating dashed lines, and so that means that there's something within those spaces. So if I try to erase them now, it's not going to let me, because only the background, the transparent background, has been selected. So I'm going to go to select and invert. And so now it'll allow me to erase those little blips here and there, little extra pieces floating around. And you want to be careful because now I can erase the frame. But you can just go to edit and undo. I'm going to scooch this down a little bit and get these pieces here. Hopefully I'll do pretty decent. Try to clean them all up at one time, So I've got, let's see, get that out of the way. Got this here. Go back up and hit this one, and I'm quite sure I got those already. Alright, I'm going to select none, and then I'm going to get my fuzzy select tool again and hit the background once more. And now you'll see everything is highlighted, but most of the things are gone. There's just like one little spot that I missed right there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit select, invert. I'm going to grab my eraser, and I'm going to just touch on that there. And I must have missed this one here too. There we go. And now I'll be good to go. So I can hit the select, none. Alright, and I think I'm going to leave this where we are. I think we're pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and save this, my work. And then if I want to, I can go ahead and save as, and do a GIF file, a GIF, so .gif, and that will save it as a transparent. You'll have this little export window that'll show up, and don't worry about any of this, just hit export. And it's going to take a minute for it to do that. Let's see. And then you have this little options, and you just hit save. And we're good. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and hopefully showing you the windows and the dockable dialogues will show you, where you can find things like the paths, etc. All right. Have a great day. Bye.